Hey everybody, this is Stu Fuchs. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. I've got a new ukulele lesson for you right now, and what it is Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London. Instead of presenting a strum-along type of arrangement, I want to teach you how to play the piano riff, the very famous melody everybody loves, when it comes on the stereo. Ba-ba, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo, ba-ba. So I want to teach you this on the ukulele. A little bit of chord melody, and it'll also create a nice groove with the right hand. If you're new to the uke, you're going to find this lesson pretty accessible. It might stretch you in some ways, which is good. And if you've been playing for a while, there still will be some nice juicy tidbits for you to learn, especially when it comes to the right hand. By the way, I know this is a few weeks late. It probably should have been shared before Halloween. This is a good tune for any time of the year. When you're playing this, just strumming the chords, it sounds fine, but it doesn't quite sound the same as the piano riff. The chords for the song are pretty simple. It's just the same three chords over and over again. D major, C major, and G major. That's the whole thing. Just like Sweet Home Alabama. Same exact thing. You can also play it like this. D, C, and G. Now, if you were to strum it, it sounds fine. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Where the skies are so blue. You can do a mashup with Sweet Home Alabama. It's really fun. So, it sounds fine, and there's nothing wrong with it at all, but I want to show you how to get the piano riff. And to do that, we're going to have to play a little chord melody. So, now that we know the chords are D, C, and G, and you can play D like this, C and G, let's add the melody. There's two ways to play the melody, and therefore two ways to do the chord melody. First way to play the melody is going to be using the open A string. The second one, we're going to be playing the A at the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So here's the one version with the open A string. It goes like this. B, A, A, G, 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 A, G. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably know I don't have fancy graphics that fly in, chord diagrams and tabs and stuff. I'd love to do that someday, but I just don't have those skills. Maybe you can teach me how to do that. For now, just learn it oral tradition. In some ways, this is more powerful because it makes you connect the dots. My African drumming teachers would always do this. They would never write anything down for me, ever. And many guitar teachers that I had would never do that either. So in some ways, it's nice if you connect the dots just using oral tradition. So here it is again. B, A, that's 2nd fret to open string. Then A, G, that's open string to 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then 2nd string, open 2nd string. Okay? Just, why don't you jam on that a few minutes? Go like this. I'm shaking the floor with my foot tap. Do that a few times, and then we're going to put the chords in. Alright? How do you put the chords together with this? Well, we have to first play a D chord, and we're going to need that note on top, that B note. So the way we're going to do that is to bar straight across all 4 strings at the 2nd fret. Okay, so just do that and then release it. And then what you need to do is to hinge the bar. That means that you are bending the knuckle like this. When you bend the knuckle like this, it allows the open string to ring. So you can see I sort of pivot the hand a little bit. It's not a really big movement, but there is a little bit of a shift there. Okay? When you're playing this, especially hinge bars, don't over squeeze with the thumb. Make sure it's real light. Here's the first part. Okay? Second part, you're going to place I would put your 3rd finger or your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and you're going to play all 4 strings, and then play that note. So now we have the first two chords and the melody. Okay, isn't that cool? Another way to do this is to use the middle finger there, and that might be a better reason to do that is coming right up. Okay, then leave that finger down and place this finger here. It's like a G major chord, but we're leaving the first string out. And then you got to do something fancy with your thumb. See what I did? I played just the top three strings and then the first string. So now we have the melody with the chords. Now just play this only with the thumb at first. Now I'm going to show you something really cool you could do with the right hand. Here it is with the thumb. Oops. Again. You learn some thumb control. How do you stop the thumb from moving through that string? Just come to rest. It's good practice. Just strum 3 strings and come to rest. Notice that I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to pull the string off. Just really come to rest. Alright, now, the way to do this and to add a little more funk to it is going to be to use pinch technique. It's totally cool to use the thumb like I just did, but this way you'll get a little bit of a funk slap sound, and this will be really fun. So what you're going to do is to do this, you're going to put your thumb on the 4th string, index finger on the 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd string, ring finger on the 1st string. And then you have the hand riding like this. Okay? This is a basic, classical guitar position. In the future I'm going to do some more fingerstyle tutorials and we'll go into this in more detail. For now, it's just your hand, it's just hanging out the way it would in everyday life. The thumb is on this side. It's not like that. You don't walk around, you don't pick up a jar to drink, like that. That's water, by the way. And, the thumb's got to be right there. Alright, so here is the whole pattern. You go pinch all 4, and then the top string, and then smack. Okay, the smack is not too hard, you just got to tap like that. And then I pinch all 3. So, if you find something that's more comfortable that you like to play that helps keep the groove, by all means go right ahead. But this is something that I think is a nice pattern. It's pinch all 4, top string, then smack, and then these 3 strings. The tricky thing is going to be to get the bar to move. So, then do the same thing for the C chord. But this time you pinch all 4, and the melody note is now the 2nd string, so you use the middle finger, smack all 3, and then this time you pinch all 3, okay, put it all together. You see I did it 2 different ways. That's because I'm just flowing with it. Whenever you're practicing something, it is important to play it the same way and to learn it as like a piece of vocabulary that you're trying to pronounce correctly. But then, by all means, just do your thing with it. Do your own thing with it. If your thing is to play it exactly the same, then that's cool. If your thing is to make little variations, then that's cool too. The effect that we're going for is basically bum bum smack, bum bum smack, bum 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 smack. And the thing I just said before is I share it because I don't want you to, obsess too much about copying exactly what I did. If I went into all the detail of every little motion, my head would explode and your head would probably explode too. So just to zoom in one last time, and please feel free to write this down. You pinch all four, pinch all four, then pick the open string as you lift up the bar, smack, up, okay, then all four for the C chord, then the middle finger, smack, up, and this one's a little different. You pinch just three, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, smack, up, down, up, down. I mean, that's just one of many things you could do. You could go, bump, 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 smack. See, I went, instead of up, down, I went thumb, pinch, thumb. There are so many ways you could do this, oh my goodness! So it goes like this. 1, 2, let's do it. Hopefully what I'm showing you is enough of a vehicle for you to just get it and do your own thing. Werewolves of London, where the skies are so blue. Werewolves of London, Lord, I'm coming home to you. If you really want to do the Sweet Home Alabama thing, you got to end it with F, C, D. Hope the ukulele is making your day better. Have a beautiful day. Thanks.